Hey guys, Brian here. Welcome back to the shop. On my project video, I was complaining about the runout in this end mill being what I consider excessive. Obviously, the people that have run this machine before didn't feel that that was excessive. I don't know what they were doing with it. If they were boring holes with a single point, which it wouldn't be a huge deal, or face milling. It probably wouldn't matter a lot for that either, because it's not, I don't think it's going in and out, it's just going around. Anyway, I put the dial indicator on the spindle and I'm only getting like a half a thousandths run out in it, pretty consistent. But I get 5, almost 6 thousandths out there on the tool holder. So I'm gonna drive the tool holder out of this thing and take a look at the bore and see what's going on, see if there's a problem with this holder or if there's a problem in the spindle bore holding it off, and we'll have to do some inspecting and see what we can find out. But let's see if we can't get it better than 6 thousandths. Need to be shorter to do these videos. Anyway, I took the tool holder out of the spindle and indicating it with my little reach in tool there on the indicator stand. I show less than a thou out here, much like I get on the outside, so that looks pretty good. But whenever I put a tool holder in, regardless of which one, I got a brand new one over here that I tried, and I still get like 8 thousandths or so run out. So there's a problem in this bore on this spindle, and I'm gonna get you over here closer and I'll see if you can see what I'm saying. You can't see it like that. There, it shows up a little bit. You can see right there at the edge of that hole, there's a shiny spot. So there's a high spot down in there, that keyway that has been burred up, and it's now shoving the holders over. So I'm gonna go in there with my diamond file and see if I can't dress that down and see if it doesn't improve this. I don't have a reamer the right size to fit this spindle, or I'd try and ream it, but probably best to knock it down anyway so it doesn't try and walk off center. I think otherwise it's pretty decent, looks like right now. So let me get the file in there and see if I can knock it off and do better. Well, with my big beaver holder, I'm down to about 1.5 thou or so run out. So that's pretty good. Problem is I don't have very many of the 2-inch tools that go in these. Most all my stuff's 1.5 inches, so I really need to get this other holder to work. Plus the hole in this holder is further back, so the wedge won't catch to hold the tool in to keep from coming out of the end. This hole here, you drive a wedge in this front Morse taper hole to hold your tooling from pulling out when you're running milling cutters that have pull forces. You know, for drill bit, you don't need that because it's pushing in, but with milling cutters, they have the helix, they want to pull the tool out, so you need something to hold it in. And that's what the key is for. This wedge here. But let me try this other holder again and see if I can't get it to work. Last time I had it in, it was 10, so maybe I can do better. All right, so I believe I've got the quick change running within 2 thou or so now. Not amazing, but not terrible either. We put the end mill in there now and we'll see if we can see it wobble like it could before. It's looking pretty good there now. something like that inside that holder. So I'm happy with that. That's a lot better than it was. Probably, at least it was probably the 10th hour more out when I started. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this little bit on spindle inspection and figuring out what the problem was here, why this holder wouldn't go in and line like it should, why the runout was so bad when the spindle itself was good. So that can be something for you to look for most of the time if you've got a spindle and it checks out okay, but when you put tools in it, there's probably a burr in it somewhere. And usually you can look for the shiny spot, and that's going to be the high spot. So go in there and knock off the shiny, and you might get a better fit like I did here. You know, that was not too long. I probably spent an hour here with the file, working the thing down, knocking any of the burrs and nicks out of it. And I went from 10 to 12 thousandths out at the tool holder to a thou to 2 thou maybe. So, guess it would be a 10 times improvement or something like that. But it's definitely a whole lot better, and I can live with that amount. I get 2 to 3 on my Cincinnati on the holders on it, on the NMTB 50s. So, this running about the same. It's pretty typical, these big machines. They won't be in the 10s on spindle runouts usually. The VMC might. We'll have to see how it does when I get it fired up, and that hopefully won't be before too long. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, I'll catch y'all later.